Welcome to your AP Gov Unit 1 review. We're breaking down the foundations of American democracy. Fast, simple, and exam ready. Let's dive in. First, what is government? Government is how a society organizes to make laws and enforce them. We need it to protect rights, keep order, and provide things like roads, defense, and schools. 3 key words to remember: power, the ability to make people do something; authority, power that people accept as fair; and legitimacy, what citizens believe the government has the right to rule. Let's go to our first practice question. Which of the following best shows a government's legitimacy? Is it A, a president using the army to stay in office? B, citizens accepting election results as fair? C, Congress declaring war without approval? Or D, a state ignoring federal laws? The correct answer is B, citizens accepting election results as fair, because legitimacy comes from the people's trust that the system is fair. Let's move on to topic number 2, big ideas that shaped the US. The US government is based on Enlightenment ideas. John Locke said all people have natural rights: life, liberty, and property. He also believed in the social contract. People agree to follow laws if government protects their rights. Power should also be divided into branches so one group doesn't control everything. That's separation of powers. These few ideas shaped both the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. But let's get more into that. Let's get into the Constitution. The Constitution is our government's rulebook. It starts with the preamble, "We the people," showing popular sovereignty or power from the people. Then come the articles. Article 1, Congress makes the laws. Article 2, the president enforces them. And Article 3, the court's interpretation of them. This is separation of powers and checks and balances, as they make sure no branch gets too strong. An example would be the president can veto laws, but Congress can override that veto. Then there's also the Bill of Rights, which are the first 10 amendments that protects freedoms like speech and religion. Let's dive into our second practice question. Which principles prevent one branch of government from controlling the others? Is it A, federalism; B, separation of powers; C, rule of law; or D, limited government? The correct answer is B, separation of powers. Checks and balances help keep it in place. Now let's move on to federalism. Federalism means power is shared between the national and state governments. Nationals handles big stuff like the military, and states handle more local things like schools. Different types you should know. Dual federalism. Each stays in their own lane. Cooperative federalism. They work together, especially with federal money or grants. New federalism. Gives more control back to the states. Now let's break down their powers. Enumerated powers are written in the Constitution. Implied powers come from the necessary and proper clause. Reserved powers are saved for the states via the 10th Amendment. And concurrent powers, which are shared by both. Now let's get into our last topic, democracy in action. America is a representative democracy, which means people vote for leaders to make decisions. Some core principles are majority rule, minority rights. The majority wins, but everyone keeps the same basic rights. Political equality, everyone's vote counts just the same. And participation, citizens vote, join groups, and speak up. There's also linkage institutions, like political parties, interest groups, elections, and even the media. They connect people to the government. When Congress, agencies, and interest groups work closely together, that's called an iron triangle. Now let's move into our third and final practice question. Which of the following is a linkage institution? Is it A, the Supreme Court; B, Federal Reserve; C, political parties; or D, Department of Defense? The correct answer is C, political parties. They link the public to the government's actions. Now it's time for the quick recap. Let's review. Government keeps order and protects rights. Enlightenment thinkers like Locke shaped U.S. ideas. The Constitution sets up checks, balances, and federalism. And democracy works when people participate. And that's Unit 1, done and done. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and look out for Unit 2 next. Thanks.